Okay, so good morning, YouTubians. How you guys doing today? This morning I had a like a personal question, especially for the man. So if you're a man and you don't mind answering my question, please step on up, step on up, step on up. But so recently I kind of reconnected with some I wouldn't say people from my past, but like you just reach out and you say hello to your past people or whatever, right? And it's like I didn't. Okay, let's start with the last real relationships that I was in. I did not experience, and let me knock on wood. I did not experience domestic violence, right? And it just seems to me, I'd have been asleep, y'all. I'd have been asleep, and I'd have woke back up. But it seems to me like my past relationships, like say if I reconnect with them, like not getting back with them, y'all. But like how you run into somebody that you was with in the past, y'all just catch up on good times or whatever, and you catch up on what's been going in their life, and same old, Um, but for me, and I've never looked at it as a cycle. So, and this is for low vibrational men, and this is for high vibrational men. I feel like I'm reaching, but fuck it. You feel me? Like if you don't know, then you won't know. You feel me? And the past relationships, like I said, I did not deal with domestic violence. I honestly feel like the connections that I was in, it didn't have to do with the man was mean or nasty or was hitting on me or anything. It could have just because we just wasn't vibing the same way no more. Like people outgrow people. I wasn't attracted to them. They probably did some fuck shit where I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to handle that. Cause I'm just not impressed by anything like how I used to be when I was younger. As you get older, you start to have standards. You know what I'm saying? And I might just leave this up because I'm sure people is not going to come in here now. But this is just a question that I just have for a man. Because, and I mean, it could be from women too. But I just want to know, like, why does it seem like, is it their fault? Or is it the women that they are choosing? Because, like I say, the last relationships that I've been in, I'm talking about previously over the years, it seems like these men connect with women after me. You know what I'm saying? Like they get girlfriends and stuff like that. And they be in domestic violence situations. It never fails. It seems like and me and that dude never been through anything like that. Like it's never gotten to the point where I had to call the police. Like I say, the only time I've ever had to call the police, and I really didn't do it, my mom did it, was because my daughter's sperm donor was on some fuck shit. Like this is before I had found out I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, that was the first time. It was the first time and the last time that I was gonna put up with anything like that. Uh, but to just notice, and it's like it has me asking myself, is it just because I'm cut from a different cloth, like I say, and I first of all, I don't fight, man. I just don't. That was one thing that my mom taught me, and honestly, well, I never seen her get hit or anything, but I did see like bruises and you know the fucked up energy that these men has put my mom in. Like I've seen that, you know what I'm saying? And usually what they say is, before a man even puts his hands on you, he has to put his words on you. He has to beat you with his words. You know what I'm saying? So it would be hard for you or the woman to walk away, right? And it just has me thinking like I say, is it me or is it them? Talking about the man, like is it me, like I got out of a situation before it got worse? Or is it the females that they choosing? And like, have y'all ever been through that before? Because I know it just is blowing my mind. And then, go back to what I really put on her. What was the question I asked? Hello, good morning, you guys, Grand Rising. The question I asked was, uh, when it comes to, a man or whatever, like, do y'all run into females that y'all can't conversate with? Because, and once again, is it just because I'm different? And I'm okay with admitting that. I'm not tooting my own horn or nothing. I think I'm just coming to terms with understanding, like, yo, I really am different from a lot of females, Especially if the females isn't spiritual, the females have certain things that they have going on with themselves. So I'm no better than nobody. I just feel like I've done a lot of healing. When you know how when you listen to people and it's like they tell you things that you've gotten through and you be like, damn, thank you God, I've gotten through that. And it's fucked up that you going through it, but thank you God for, it's just because like I say, it to me, I have just been hearing like my exes, and like I say, I might see them or we might talk to each other and they be like, yeah, I just got out of a crazy ass relationship, and at they don't call them bitches or nothing, but I mean, if they do, it is what it is. But the chick was crazy, she was stealing money out of my wallet, and I'm just like, I've never did that. I never did that. So is it the man? Is it the man that's choosing these crazy ass females? You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. So you said it's both. And you know what? I'm starting to come to that term. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to, because when these men, like I say, my exes or friends or whatever, and they be telling me these things, I can actually agree with them when it comes to females, like not being able to conversate. Like, certain females do not know how to hold conversations. And honestly, I don't know if that has something to do with, I'm the middle child. So I have two sisters and I have an oldest brother on my dad's side. And I don't know, like, me and my sisters know we don't have the best relationship in the whole wide world, but we communicate, and we fought and we argue. And, when you have siblings, you go through that. I've learned, like, that's how you learn how to communicate with other females in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can grow up and be this drama ass, field ass bitch, or you can grow up and be calm, cool, and collected. And if people feel like they triggering you, you know how to calm the fuck down. And it just has me. He's been be telling me this. I'm like, bro, is it me or is it them? Is it me in a way of like, I just know how to get out of shit before it gets worse? I'm not fighting no man. I'm not putting my hands on no man because I just don't think that's right. Don't hit me, and I'm not gonna hit you. But I've also learned there is some crazy ass women out here that wasn't raised like me, that's honestly probably all they seen all the time. So they grew up thinking that shit's okay, putting their hands on a man, and baby, it's not. Like, and it just, oh my God. But the conversing situation, I was saying the same thing to, the guys that was telling me that they wasn't able to hold a conversation with females. And I'm like, wow, I don't have a lot of friends because of that. And, they used to call people lame and stuff, when we was growing up and you wanted to be by yourself, You was fucking L7 when you didn't have a lot of friends. But now, 2024, it's the people that don't have friends that you really want to be friends with, because them people done been through things. You know what I'm saying? Them people has learned to be by themselves. And knowing, like, I try to be friends with females that, like I said, they could still be experiencing domestic violence. They could be experiencing all type of fuck shit. I don't know. Things that I've gotten through, But they don't know how to either, like, converse it in a way that they want to get out of it, or they want to trauma bond the shit, And honestly, I had to pull myself away from certain females, because I'm just like, bro, she's not on my vibration. She gonna fuck around, have me over and cry with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the energy that I'm trying to put out there, I want to heal with people. I want to see, the light within you, the progression, what is that word when you see the potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always feel that when anybody comes into my world, and that's just my empathetic, and that's a part of my gift. I feel like being an empath, like I can really see, the light and the potential within people. And it be fucking me up because either they don't see it within themselves, and I'm sure people see it within me too. Um, but yeah, this it's just I just want to say thank you, God. Because I used to always feel like, and when they come back and they, not in a way of like, it wasn't you, it was me, because I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't done anything. Like, I'm sensitive. I could be very dramatic in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I can shut off. I will leave you the fuck alone. I have abandonment issues. That would be one thing for me. So I'm good at walking away and detaching from the shit any fucking ways. But to just hear that a lot of men, and it be after me, like, I'm just like, bro, like, is it me? Because it's like that I saved myself from me, like, getting further, with that man, because maybe these men are just abusive, and that's the part that I didn't. But I'd be wrong to say that, because the woman that I am, like, I don't argue. I'm just not. Like, I will block you. I will leave you alone, baby. You're not gonna see me upset. And if so, you're not gonna be the reason why you upset me. Like, if you see me upset, it's because somebody else hurt my feelings, and I'm here venting to you, not expecting you, but yeah, expecting you to allow me to be, that shoulder to cry on, or have that shoulder to cry on. But it's growth, yo, and it fucks me up, like, how I just keep hearing it. So if you understand me, you are the female, like, you like me, cut from a different cloth, and it's like I always felt like it was my fault, like, why I could not be in certain relationships, and why I just didn't settle for things, and why I see other females settling. You know? Why? I don't know. I mean, we've all been there. And like I say, I'm 30, so I was just telling my little sister, she's about to be 27, November the 28th. I was telling her, I said, it's like after I turned 30, it's like something just clicked within me. I can't explain it to y'all, but I don't take, like, I don't feel like I've taken life like as a joke or anything, but I don't take it seriously like how everybody else does. Like, I feel like how I'm always preaching about creating your own reality. Like, I feel like I'm there. And when I hear these stories on what these men have been through, like, after we done been together, and I know I've learned that it's not good to, like, hop from one relationship to the next relationship. Like, I will heal myself. I might get back out there, 5, 6 months later, or whatever the case may be. But no, and I see a lot of people don't do that. And it's crazy. I don't know. Like, it's just having me want to, like, just change my life or something. I don't, like, it makes me want to be there more for men, in a way of, like, because I'm not saying us females, we do everything wrong. No, the fuck we don't. But I'm starting to understand, like, especially with the man that I vibrate with. It doesn't have to be, no type of relationship, anything. I feel like I have a more connection, even with men on here. Like, I don't know if just men, y'all talk to me and stuff because I am attractive and I do know how to hold a conversation. Or is it because people really love my energy? You know what I'm saying? This is driving me crazy. I keep saying, looking at that. All of this stuff, my cats done jumped up on her and knocked all my stuff down. But I just wanted to come on her and just say that. Just ask that question. And I still feel like I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask them too. Like, do you feel, and I'm not saying this in a way like, do you feel like you had to go through that? Because there was once upon a time, like, they judged me because I wouldn't allow shit, or I wasn't that type of female. So that just has me questioning, like, do you think that you, like, should have respected me for me more, instead of, like, looking for things that's, like, unrealistic within a person, I don't fucking know. I don't know. When you could have just had this little authentic little female, you know what I'm saying, spiritual, I'm moody. I definitely can admit I am moody. Okay, I have my days. And one minute I'm up, next minute I'm down. But to just hear that these men be going through domestic violence situations, I'm like, bro, who hit who first? Like, how did that get there? You know what I'm saying? And because it's like I've never seen that side of you. So now it has me questioning, like, is that a side of you that I was gonna eventually see? You get what I'm saying, y'all? You feel me? I know it's early as fuck, but I just really wanted to ask. Like I said, it might not make sense to everybody. Thank you for somebody comment though here. I ain't got my glasses though, so I really can't see. Let me see. Let me light this. This screen. This motherfucker said, damn, Monty, I don't give a fuck what you rap about. At least I got one answer. Cause y'all act like y'all don't want to talk about it. Motherfuckers don't want to talk about the hard shit. They won't get that deep. But anybody that I've been with though, that's one thing that I say, baby, you have to have hard conversations. If you think something gonna work with me, we have to have those conversations. Cause that's how you get to know somebody for real, for real. And allow that person to just be in them. Like, don't paint that person out to be somebody else. Like, allow them to show their true colors. That way you can judge them in a way of like either you're gonna be able to handle it or you're not. And it's just, damn, I feel like I have to tell people that. Or like I say, the dudes that I've spoken to about this situation, like it's blowing my mind. Like, what part of you allowed you? It's like it's given like, didn't I teach you anything? Before we left this relationship, like, but another thing, I'm starting to feel like it's the man's karma too. And I ain't saying, like I said, I've done everything wrong in a relationship or I've done everything right in a relationship. No, I haven't been perfect. It wasn't perfect on his end or my end. But when you just learn that you are a loyal person, and you see these people go with these people that you know that they shouldn't be with, you just be like, yeah, they lost out on something good. Because me, I'm not putting my hands on you. If I don't have the nice to say, I'm not gonna say it. And if I do, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I've learned a lot of men, especially black men, it has a lot of aggression, just like black women. We all have childhood trauma. Look at how look at what black people went through. So I get it why we have this deep anger within ourselves, but it's for the ones that has went through the healing and understanding, like, we have to break that within ourselves so we don't, put that in new connections or put that, pass that on to other people. Because we always talking about, be careful so you don't pass karma on down to your kids and stuff, but what about the relationships? The people that you do come into entwine with or friendship or whatever the case may be. You don't know the energy or the karma that you're putting in with that relationship with how you are. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get why I don't have female friends, because a lot of females, they haven't reached certain aspects like I have, especially my past friends and stuff like that. You know, that's why we're not friends now, because we don't vibe the same. But then I be feeling some type of way, like, damn, I ain't gonna say I be feeling bad, but in a sense of, how did you let yourself, deal with something like that when I wasn't like that? You get what I'm saying? I just is it just But yeah, they don't know how to hold conversations, and it's not like I feel sorry for men or anything, because I mean, I'm a female, and I've, like I said, I've been there and I've done that. Um, but I feel like I've learned both ends of the spectrum to the point where I can make my own judgments now. And I don't do certain things, like, it just be fucking me up. Like, I be hearing certain things that women be doing, and I don't know if it's because my parents was old school. You know what I'm saying? I have an old soul, so it's just, mm-hmm. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because women or men, like I say, y'all don't know. Like, say you have a good person, a good spirited person that comes into your life, and you don't know who this person is or anything, and you just dog walk them. And then now I see why, like, you have to be mirrored now. Like, you have to be done like how you did that last person, male or female, it don't matter. That's how I'm starting to take it. Karma has to be dealt out some type of way. Once again, this energy, negative or positive, it has to go somewhere. So if you are in the energy of transmuting it and trying to get better, and it's like you connecting with people that's not like that, they will keep you on that same vibration that they own. I don't know. You would, yeah, they say, positive is supposed to outdo negative, but just keep your heads to yourself. Keep your heads to yourself. Females, y'all cannot fight these men. And if so, like, I know there's some men that will allow it, but it's not healthy. And for the men, like, if y'all, I just feel like if people have those type of problems, they don't need to be with nobody. Y'all need to be by yourselves. Y'all need to go get some type of therapy or some type of help. And I'm just, um, mm, like I say, it doesn't make you better or worse. But that's just something that people don't have to put up with. And if you a male and you've dealt with that, you do not have to put up with that. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I love them, da 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 da, and this is because this way, and this is what happened to them. No, you can't keep making excuses for people. That's another thing. I don't do that. If a person don't want me to make excuses for myself, I can't be with somebody that want to make excuses, even with friends. If you have friends that's going through things that you're not going through, you can't make excuses for them on why they're going through what they're going through, because you was put in that person's life for a reason, and if they can't see that you there to help them or to try to do right, you can exit stage left. You don't have to be somewhere where where your help is not being uh recognized, you know what I'm saying, or it's not being reciprocated, because at this point now you're pulling from your cup. It's Sunday, let's talk about it. You feel me? Okay, let's talk about it. Once again, people don't want to have these type of conversations. People don't want to, face the trauma that they have to face in order to break certain things within themselves, because that shadow work ain't easy. I know it ain't. But if you have things that you keep carrying on in different relationships, and you wondering why, what the fuck is going on? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it them? Why is this happening? Yes, it's you. I've had to come to terms, sometimes it be me. And you know what I've learned? You know what? If you watching, like I said, this is for low vibrational and high vibrational people. If you that one that like to argue and all that shit, people don't have to take that. People don't have to listen to it. I've learned, and I feel like I'm saying this in like a toxic way, but please take what resonates. And I mean, it's 2024, so a lot of things have changed from the time like I say, I'm 30, so I started dating and stuff or I thought I was dating when I was like, 15, 16, saying I had boyfriends and stuff. So I just feel like I'm experienced, but after a while of going through things, you don't think it's you. And if you keep blaming everybody else, you're just going to still keep attracting that same energy around you because you don't want to take the time out to they're saying, you point the finger at someone and the other three fingers is pointing right back at you. That shit is true. It's true. And nobody want to face their own music, but no, what I was gonna say was be quiet. That's what I've learned. Like, you don't have to argue with nobody. I've learned that your silence is loud. Your silence is like you screaming. And if people had the right common sense, that they will understand that, because you could be that one that feel like you have to always explain yourself. You have to always break something down for a motherfucker to understand you. You ain't got, but you could say it maybe one or two times. Okay, maybe the first time they didn't hear me, so let me say it one more time. That second time, that's on them. If they don't want to take in what you've been trying to tell them. But from that moment on, don't say nothing else. Male or female, don't. Just be quiet. I've learned to just pray about it. Give it to God and leave it the fuck there, because it will do nothing but drive yourself insane. And once again, that's not fair to you, because you've done your part in being in that person's life, trying to be their help. And maybe that's another thing. We be trying to save people too much. And in reality, we got to save our fucking selves. Especially the ones that that you're not communicating right with. There's a lot of fighting and arguing and stuff. If you wasn't dealing with that shit before you started messing with that person, now you questioning yourself on, why am I attracting this, or why am I here, or what is this all about? Like I say, you could try to help somebody, but they have to want to help themselves. I got one answer, and it said, yeah, it's both. So that's good to know that. And it was definitely gonna boil down to that. It has to be. It ain't all about the man, and it ain't all about the females. It's the people who we attract, and it's about, if you high vibrational and you fucking with somebody low vibrational, and the only reason why you doing that is because you don't even know that you're vibing high. Trust your intuition. Trust the red flags. And if it's like you don't see no change or nothing, because like I say, there's going to be times in relationships that everything is not going to be good. Everything going to be peaches and cream. But it's in how much you going to take, male or female, because you don't have to put up with that. And that's all I really got to say. I just want to put that message out here. I was thinking I'll be able to conversate with y'all, but I know a lot of people really, that ain't y'all focus this morning, and that's okay. That's why I said I'll probably leave this video up here. Maybe I might get another answer or something from one of the men that I be talking to on her. But I love y'all, YouTube, and it's just crazy. But it really has me thinking, like, it makes me love myself more. Because, like I say, I don't know if it's just I got out of the picture before things, got worse. Or is it their karma for not doing right by me? On why they had to be, with those type of females. It's like they had to learn, who is a real, true divine feminine, or, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm not perfect, but when you listen to what your exes and stuff done been through after y'all done got through it, and you know that you was that a person that wanted to pray with that person, and just do things differently, from their past relationships, and they shitted on you, it could be their fucking karma on how they did you, male or female. Just saying. So, because I've been through some things after I done some fuck shit to people, and at first I was just like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? But then when I sat back and I'm like, how I did certain people in my past, either I didn't communicate my emotions the right way, or was trying to be a manipulator of my emotions so I can get certain things out of people and shit. Like I'm not perfect, right? But sending out like healing energy to the one that you hurt, because you might not ever be able to talk to them people again, or you might not want to, right? But just pray about it, and pray towards that person, and just apologize to them, and seeking forgiveness for yourself, and apologize to them for what you did. And hell, if you can reach out, that would be a good thing too. Like, what, when you was in my life, I didn't do right by you, and I'm sorry, because there was something that I was going through personally that I felt like that I needed to put on you, you know? And I apologize about that, because that person, like I say, could have came into your world, to help you see things, to help things get better for you. And maybe you were still chasing the past, or maybe, you wasn't ready for what that person was trying to give you. For real. So hope y'all take that with a grain of salt. And like I said, we all have our own opinions, but as I create my own reality a little bit more every day, I see why I've been by myself. I see why, I had to cut certain female friends and stuff off. And honestly, like I say, at first I felt like it was me. Like, why do certain people don't want to be my friends? And, when I talk about spirituality, or I talk about energies or chakras or zodiac signs, it's like it goes in one ear and out the other. And like I say, it's not for everybody to understand, but it's working for me, and I've created a better relationship with myself through spirituality. So that's the only thing that I try to do with others. Like, I just want to show others what I did and what I've accomplished being here this far. But it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, and that's okay. I get that. Hi, Yellow Rose. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm just on here talking about some things. I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys. And like I said, I was just telling them, like, the past relationships or the guys that I've dealt with, you know, I can't say put up, because it never got that far. Like, we never, you know, I feel like I made people happy. I made these men happy. So to hear that they went through that, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why would you allow that? Oh, oh, it's just got me crazy. mm. What she said, just relaxing in your bed. I went to sleep a little early, so that's kind of why I'm up now. And like I said, I had talked to someone from my past, and he told me that, and like I said, it seems like it's a pattern. Like, this isn't the first time that I heard that, and I'm like, it's like, if we didn't go through that, why the fuck would you go through that with somebody else? I don't know. I can't explain it. But it's weird. I gotta go to the store, get me some wraps. Um, was having some stomach issues too this morning, but I'm feeling much better now. I'm gonna leave that there though, and I hope I've gave some type of understanding to somebody. And like I said, if you're the male or the female, like you have been doing that work and you the one, like you understand me, like you're that one that like, damn, that shit happened to me too. We know now it wasn't us. It wasn't. We was probably the best thing that they ever had, and they didn't even know it. You know? They didn't know it. And they had to go through all of that after y'all separated to really see what they lost. That's what I'm starting to understand. If you want to be serious, male or female, doesn't have to just be about, females doing shit to males. Yeah, it's definitely a pattern. And it just had me thinking, is it me? I know I have to be, cut from a different cloth because there's just certain things that I'm not going to be able to handle. And I feel like, too, I also come into people's worlds and energies and stuff. Like, if I'm already in my feminine energy and I'm calm, cool, and collected, that's the energy that I'm going to bring you. And I'm guessing a lot of people, they don't... I feel like I'm just reserved or something. Like when you go to a parking lot, anywhere like professionally, and they have they got those parking spaces for reserved only. That's me, y'all. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm put up. I'm reserved for something better or greater because it's crazy how people go through what they go through. Like I said, nobody's fucking perfect. But why? Why put up with shit that you ain't dealt with before? And if you have, why take yourself through it again? What you think is gonna be different? Like, I don't know. I don't know. We came into their lives to wake them up. Yep. And then with the knowledge that God gave us and we gave to them, they either gonna take it and learn or they just gonna be confused. Yep. And that's when they honest. That is so right, Yellow Rose. That is so fucking right. And I feel like that's when people have to experience, like I said, they have to experience fuck people with fucked up energies, because that's the energy that they try to put us in, or that's the energy that they came to us in, knowing that we wasn't like that with them. That's exactly how I feel. And so now you have to understand, like, you can't just be doing people any type of way, because that could just be done back towards you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a good understanding right there too, Yellow Rose. I didn't want to look at it like that either, but that makes so much fucking sense, yo. We came into their life because, like I said, there's a part that I've already worked through. And I'm not going to do certain things like other females do. And I think this is why it's so mind-blowing. I'm like, what you mean? Females don't know how to hold conversations. What do these females, what do they be talking about then? And they be like, shit, a lot of men be like, these females now, they just be looking for them to take care of them. And I'm just like, I've always wanted to be independent. I've always wanted, like, don't get me wrong, I like to be winding down. I want my man to take care of me, but I also like to have my own bag. I don't like people to be in control of me, especially not no man. And once again, that could have came from both my parents. My parents is a Leo, my mom's a Leo, and my dad is a Taurus. Very dominant. Very dominant. So I told myself, when I get older, there's no fucking way I'm going to date a Taurus. Like, even though people, oh, Capricorn and Tauruses go good. No. I see how and we got a good relationship. We had a good relationship, but hell no. Hell no. And I wouldn't date a Leo, or nor I would not date a Taurus. And I know people like, you should not, do that because of your parents. I'm sorry. It's just, You know how when you date somebody, like say your sister, brother, my sister and brothers, they I'm sorry, Geminis and Sagittarius. I probably won't date them either because I see the both spectrums, the ends of the both spectrums. Like no, hell no, male or female. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Damn, that makes so much sense. Yeah, we come into their world to help them change something within themselves, and if they don't listen to it, that's why either they're gonna be confused, and that's why they gotta get dealt with what they've been dealt with, male or female. Cause you can't just do people any way that you want to do them, especially when it's a good person. Everybody ain't good, like my friend just said. People got alternative motives. I don't know how long you gonna stick around to figure that out, but I already be asking for discernment when people come into my world. God, bring me the discernment on what this person's intentions is towards me. And honestly, it'd be boom right there in my motherfucking face. I was like, "Whoa, God, that was too fast." But I got my answer. I got my answer. But that's all. I didn't want to be on here too long, like I probably already have. Chitter chapping, like you say, yapping or whatever. But it's my truth, and I wanted some insight on like if men or like I say females too doesn't just have to be for men. Um, on y'all opinion as well. Like, is it just me? Like, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? And then once again, it goes back to like I was doing the right thing the whole time towards that person, and maybe that just had to be dealt with because they wasn't trying to, accept me for me being me. A lot of men. That's another reason why it don't or it didn't work out with them because they be trying to change me. They be trying to change me into something that I'm not. Like, I'm sorry I can't be the girls on the TV or the females that you used to dealing with. And that's up to you to either change your ways, you know what I'm saying, so we can both make this work. But I can't change myself 100%. I can't do that. I can't. Like, I know my old soul is just something that I'm going to always have. Um, the way that I detach myself, I think that's something that's going to always be a part of me because now I feel like it's a good thing. Like, at first I used to be like, damn, I detach myself easily. But I see so many people that hold on to shit that you should have been done detached yourself from, So, judge me how you want to, but it's been working for me. Like I say, I'm still healing through my abandonment issues, I don't. And when I say having abandonment issues, they usually say people that have abandonment issues, they don't like to be alone. They people with abandonment issues, they either don't like to be alone, y'all, or they love to be alone because they so used to people abandoning them. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm used to people abandoning me, so I'm okay with being by myself and disassociating myself from you. I'm here pulling the plug. I'm so good at pulling the plug, baby. It's so funny. Another thing, a lot of men that I've talked to, they have not, like, they've never dealt with a Capricorn woman before. So I probably see, I think it's because Capricorns, I'm not going to say Capricorns don't like to be in relationships and stuff, but if they've been through what I've been through and you're a Capricorn, you're not in a relationship right now, it's because you're trying to get your life together. It's like our focus is be somewhere else. Like, a lot of my friends is married and settled down with 2, 3, 4, 5, kids or whatever. And I'm like, and I'm not saying they're not successful or anything, but some of them they're not. And I think I was just like, I want my focus to be somewhere else. Like, I want my shit to be focused on my future. So when that time do get here, that's not going to be something I worry about if I want more kids, if I want to be settled down, because I've already put in that work for me to create the shit that I need for me and mine. You feel me? So I feel like also having something brought to the table because I don't want no man to fully take care of me. I'm sorry. I've never been that type of female. It's like I've even pushed men away that wants to do that for me. Like, I could do this for you, and I'm like, no, nope. Because then I was like, now I look like you trying to be in control. Once again, that's my toxic trait. You have a good day too. You Alberto. I probably have to add you. I ain't been really on Facebook for real for either. It's like 1 minute I'm in, next minute I'm not. But I love y'all collective. I appreciate the conversations that we had. Some find peace of mind in their loneliness. Some others just can't handle it like some of us. I know. And isn't that scary? I think that's like the most scariest thing as being an adult. Like, you don't know how to be by yourself. You feel like you always have to have somebody around you. That's scary. Because you should be able to find your own silence, you know? You should be able to find, like, happiness in your silence. Happiness with being by yourself. And my little sister, I don't know if she was, like... I mean, of course she was, making me understand. But she was telling me, that's what's wrong with the world now. People feel like we got to go through things by ourselves. And I'm just like... But there is certain things that you have to go through within your life, by yourself, so you can reach certain potentials within you. Because if not, the people that's around you, family, friends and stuff, if you don't move yourself away from people that don't see what you want for yourself, then you will never want to get there. It's going to take longer because, once again, your focus is maybe about like trying to prove people wrong. And the only reason why I can speak this is because it's from experience. On me feeling like I needed to prove shit to my mom and dad, but I've gotten to an age now, and and forgive me, because it's not like fuck them, but it's in a way of like fuck them, like I've gotten to this point in my life where they don't have they shit all the way together. So how can you try to put some type of pressure on me for my life to be somewhere that you want it to be at? Like, you're not my guy. I'm sorry, I can't do that. So to know people really can't be by themselves and they always got to have somebody around. And like I told her, you have to go through things. And that's another thing. If you pray to God, if you have a most high, some type of religious belief, it's like having a conversation with your mom and your dad, and your mom and your dad has something to tell you or has something to give you. Your mom and your dad ain't gonna want your friends and your brother and your sister around when they trying to tell you something, you know? And we have to look at that as when it comes to God in our lives. Like, our Heavenly Father, if that's who y'all, y'all pray to, is putting you in a position right now because either he's having something to tell you or he's trying to give you something just for you. Like, your name is on this mail. You feel what I'm saying? This is for you at the end of the day. It's mail. It has Deronda Thomas on her. That's my name, and with my address on it. Because this is a letter that is written for me. Just like God comes into our lives and, break us apart from people, Because there's a message or there's something there just for us. It ain't for everybody. And I'm just, thank you, God. Like, thank you so much for me to have that aware, because a lot of people has not reached that point in their life yet to get like, yo, God is really probably wanting me to be by myself right now so I can receive the things that I need. And even when you do receive those things that you need, my problem was I would go back to the ones that didn't get it out the mud with me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that used me. Motherfuckers probably couldn't wait for me to get back on track just to pull me back down. I would go back to them people. And then what happens again? I lose the blessings again. You know what I'm saying? Because, I can sit on here and preach all day, but once again, it's my personal opinions. This is why I've created this channel as well, not just for tarot readings, but it's to voice my opinion and to have understandings with other people that understand, because I know I'm not the only one in this world that feel this way. Don't put your hands on people. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And if you do, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, I don't know how else to preach that. And when you get it because you've been through it. Like I said, you've been on both sides of the spectrum. You understand you was the one that did the most, and now you the one that was dealing with somebody that was doing the most. You get it. A lot of people haven't. And that's blowing my mind just to see, like, is this what, back to the religious belief, and when it comes to Jesus and stuff, is this is what they talking about when it comes to Jesus and us being little Jesuses. You know what I'm saying? We starting trying to preach to the choir and let them know, like, bro, you better get your shit together. Girl, you better get your shit together. These people, either they laughing at you or they just like, it's not their time to do it. I don't fucking know, but I'm starting to get it. And I used to feel like, damn, why certain people, especially your families and stuff. It's another reason why I created this channel, because I knew that my family wasn't on the same vibration that I was on. Like, if I try to have a conversation with people like this, I ain't gonna say they're not gonna agree or anything, but it probably would have been a lot of disagreements, cause, and that's okay too. You know, we all can agree to disagree, but it's about having an understanding on why we are doing certain things, on why, you know, these men that came to me multiple times. This isn't just the first time, and told me that they can't conversate with females, or, you know, they've been put in these domestic violence situations with these women, and I'm just like, bro, you've never experienced that with me. So either is that the energy that you was in with that person? Was you trying to save them? Was you trying to like overlook that? Once again, male or female, because I've seen it with female friends that go through it all the time, and I'm just wondering, like, are you settling because you feel like you can fix this person? You feel me? Or is it something within yourself that you feel that it's like it ain't clicked yet, where I ain't supposed to go through this. This is not what a healthy relationship, a healthy friendship is. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm rambling now. So I'm about to get off of here. I hope I leave this message with somebody. Like I said, I'm not her. I'm not perfect. That's why my name is Evolving Cycles. It used to be Spiritually Black, but it really fits now, Evolving Cycles, because baby, it's an everyday challenge. And that's why I say you have to please continue to keep evolving on your cycles. If you've already reached certain milestones where you don't, the only thing and the only best thing that you can do now is look back and say, I did that shit. You know? There's no need for you to keep going back to the past, because you've won. You're not there anymore. I don't know how else to put it, but it can drive you crazy both ways. One, being with the wrong person, people in hurting in silence. Second, hurting out loud and looking like you crazy as hell. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you surround yourself, like when it comes to family, like I said, when they don't have, I had experienced postpartum depression like after probably maybe like a couple of months or maybe a year, hell, 2 years after I had my daughter. And you know, my mom, she's in her 60s, so when she started having kids, you know, back in the 90s and shit, they didn't know what the fuck postpartum depression was, you know. So I don't know if she got through it, went through it and got through it, you know. Um, but there was a time in my life where I lost myself really bad, you know, becoming a mom, and it was this chemical off balance that I was experiencing, you know, especially within my brain, that if they haven't experienced it, like you say, they will label you crazy when you're just really trying to reach, like you're trying to express, when you're trying to really get help and shit. And it don't have to be postpartum depression for a lot of other people, but yeah. And maybe I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it was the type of crazy that I'm like, that they couldn't assist me in. You know what I'm saying? We all got certain crazy that we could put up with. And that's just something that they probably have never experienced. Like maybe my sisters, they never had friends that went through that shit. My mama, she done got through it, and she looking at me like, girl, you gonna get through it too. But it's like, no. From the 90s all the way into now, shit has changed tremendously. And there's so many resources and so many support groups and shit out here that can help women that goes through those things that my mom didn't have. So once again, moving away from people that does not understand that. And it's okay if they don't. You know, I feel like if certain people is wanting you to be around and they wanting to help you, then they need to help you find the help that you're seeking. You know, like once again, my example, being labeled crazy and trying to take my kid away from me. But in reality, what if they would have gotten me the help that I needed? What if they would have just asked me what was wrong instead of just judging me and my character and the energy that I was bringing at that moment, because I didn't even know what the fuck was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank y'all so much for conversing with me. I appreciate it and the conversation. But yes, y'all continue to keep evolving on your cycles. Because we see now, ain't nobody else gonna do it with you, and they not gonna do it for you, y'all. They just not. Mm-mm. Don't forget to grow, glow, move, groove. For real, for real. Because as you see, these other motherfuckers is trying to keep us stuck and bound and don't want us to grow. And we could have that a part of us still, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got one foot in and the other one out, you know? So that's why I say don't forget, because sometimes we forget to stay on the path that we know is working for us, because we might get a little lonely, or we might need this, or we might need that, or we might want it, not in much of needing it, but it's a want. So don't fall for the temptation. Y'all continue to keep growing, going, moving, and grooving every fucking day, because now I see it, it has me, just really proud. Like this whole time, especially when I was a little younger, I used to blame myself so much. Now I'm not saying I didn't do anything wrong, but when you start, like I say, and you take accountability with self, and you do that shadow work within yourself, and you start to fix those things that, you felt that you had a problem in. Nobody's going to be 100% healed, but it's also about practicing what you preach, you know? When you start to do that, and I always say, you start worrying it. You start worrying the things that you've been trying to manifest. Like, oh, I wish I wasn't such a people pleaser. I wish I could da 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 da. Like, the first thing to do is stop being a people pleaser. Stop giving people what they want. Learn to say no. You know what I'm saying? And when you start doing that, it's like, I don't know. I love y'all. Book a reading with me if you would like to. All my information is in the description box, okay? Peace up to you. Your homegirl is out. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Good night. Good morning. Grand rising.